Hello everybody, this is Ginger, and this is my channel, Ride with Ginger. Hope everyone's doing great. Today we're going to go for just a little ride, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about what's been happening. So for starters, Ken got another motorcycle. He got a Triumph Daytona. I'm not going to say the numbers because it's probably going to be wrong, but I'll go ahead and say them. 675, I think. I'll put it above. But he's really excited. He does still enjoy the Ducati Monster, but because it is so old, he's afraid that it's going to die out if he rides it every single day as his commuter bike. So he wanted to get another one, so he was able to find a used Triumph Daytona. And he's loving it so far. I personally have not tried it. I'll be hopefully trying it in a few weeks. Again, it's that whole foot position, and it definitely has more of an aggressive lean stance. So we'll see. I fear that because my boots have a little bit of a heel on them, that makes it a little bit tough as well. But we'll see. Other than that, I've just been practicing my turns without, overwhelming myself. Here comes one right now, so we're going to go ahead and give that a try. We're going to shift down into second. We are stopping. That was not a good choice. Letting go of the clutch, and I'm just on. It is getting more comfortable, less awkward for sure, but there's still some that I take with the clutch. I'm basically taking turn by turn, I guess is what I'm doing. I have a handful of turns that are almost a U-turn. So on those, I find myself still clutching simply because I'm just not ready. So it does feel like I'm taking it turn by turn, and I'm okay with that. I'm trying not to overwhelm myself or get discouraged. Just kind of listening to some of the comments on my YouTube channel. Thank you, Ed. But also watching some more videos. But again, not trying to overload myself. I'm not coming home every day watching hours and hours trying to confuse myself. Here comes another one. I am simply watching a video here, watching a video there, listening, taking it with a salted grain of salt. Oopsie. See. Oh, what's that in the road? Oh, a banana. That would have been scary and hilarious at the same time. Alrighty. So here is not a turn. I think cornering is when it's not a turn. It's just kind of like the road turns. So that's what we're doing. A little bit of brake. And here we go. And that was no clutch whatsoever. So I would say that I am improving. And if I were to give any tips, it would basically be just know yourself again. I'm taking it turn by turn and just basically practicing. After that first video, I basically practiced 1 or 2 turns a day, and the rest I just did what I wanted, and so that seemed to work out pretty well. But see, no clutch, but there are still some where I have to put the clutch in, so I guess that's just the learning process. Let's see what else. So there has been a dip in weather. I don't know if it's going to stay that way or if it's going to climb back up, but the last handful of mornings have been fabulous. And this week, for the first time ever since I started riding a motorcycle, the ride home weather-wise was extremely pleasant. It wasn't over 100 degrees, and I actually felt some cool breeze coming through me, which was very lovely. So I did like that. Well, I guess it's Saturday, Buzz. No traffic Saturday, right? So, along with turning and improving on it, I've also been playing a hand at engine braking. Or, let me rephrase that, downshifting. So all this time, I think I was confused because I'm like, I have no issues downshifting. Because in my head, downshifting is when you go down a gear, right? But what I do is, let's say I'm on this road and someone is in front of me and they're just not going as fast and I'm starting to creep up to them and I don't want to, I'll slow down on the throttle and I'll end up needing to be in another gear, and so I just pull in the clutch, shift down, slowly release the clutch, put the throttle back on, and there you go, and I'm done. I downshifted. Well, what I've been learning is that's not necessarily downshifting. And I'm not going to try to explain what downshifting is because I'm still in the process of trying to understand what downshifting is. I think I may have done it. Or I may have done it wrong. I don't know. Let's try. So we are gonna. Okay, that will be for another video because I think I did it like once perfectly, and then every other time, which was like 100, I did it wrong. So I'm gonna do some more research on engine braking and downshifting. I'm still working on the turns, trying to figure that out. But I'm still having fun, still enjoying life. I went to an Indian dealership, started asking questions. Why is this guy going so slow? Started asking questions about the Indian and a few of the mod questions that I had, and the Scout Rogue was already out of the list because it is new and I'm probably not going to find a used one, but the Scout Barber and Rogue are now officially off the list because putting a saddlebag on those, at least a large locking saddlebag on those, I've seen some YouTubers do it, but they really have to like manipulate it to make it happen. And I don't know, I would hate to get it, manipulate it, and I would notice that it wasn't clean, you know, even if it was just on the back side or the inside, it would bother me. So I'm not gonna go. I'll keep all of this in mind. I still have not ridden one, so all of this talk could be for nothing, but I think I'll go with an Indian Scout regular. I know that I still want to find a used one because and probably it's gonna have to be closer to the 2015s maybe. They had a used one at the dealership. It was a 2021, and out the door with taxes and everything, it was almost 15 grand. And you know what I said to that? No, not gonna happen. So, okay, here comes another turn. I'm gonna be in second gear. Maybe not. Okay, no clutch, no clutch, no clutch. All the way inside the lines. Nice. Okay, but this next turn I don't think is gonna go as well. So let's try that out. Oh, don't want to be in first, want to be in second. Okay. Oh, well, I'm stopping apparently. So I do want to be in first. Oh. Okay, so Oh, blinkers on. Okay, going back to the Indian Scouts. So, what I would like to try, oh yeah, so it's 15 grand. So, looking on Facebook and all those other places, it looks like I'm going to be in the 2015, maybe up to 2018 price range. So, but I do know that I want it to be a full Scout. The lean angle is better, the suspension is better, and I could put saddlebags on it. And frankly, I prefer the look of it. Mine is the blackout. So that's the main reason I wanted the rug, was because it was all blacked out. But reconsidering, I think that I might not do all black. I still would most likely want to eliminate chrome, but it wouldn't be all black. I don't really know what it would be, but my mind is starting to go towards a more personalized, custom expression of myself. So we'll see how that is. I've also been practicing coming to a stop and going to 1 foot. Oh, failed. Okay, so from the very beginning, I'm going to open this a little because I can't breathe. From the very beginning, I felt like I couldn't balance it. And so I was putting on 2 feet when I came to a stop. And, oops, did not snap. Oh, Amtrak. So, you know what? I have a feeling that's going to interfere with the sound, so I'm going to not talk right now. Okay, so when coming to a stop, I've noticed that I have been putting 2 feet down. Well, I haven't noticed. I'm very aware of what I'm doing. Because I kind of felt like I wasn't secure, like it was just a little bit wobbly whenever I put 1 foot down. And I figured out why. My 1 foot that I was putting down was too close to the motorcycle, and it wasn't giving me that nice stance. So Ken was watching Moto Jitsu on riding a taller bike and not being able to flat foot it, how you can kind of manage that. And one of the things he said was for the foot was to create a tripod, right? So that way your 1 foot down is a little bit more wider. So I was like, okay, let me give that a try. Bam, good, done. It was really actually quite easy. However, what I'm still learning or practicing is when coming. See, I did a clutch there. And I don't know if I did a clutch there because it was more natural and I wasn't thinking because I was talking, or if I was just going so slow, I still would have gotten it. But we'll see. Let's turn here. So stop and put my foot down. Alright, so that way, that one worked very nicely, except for the fact that I'm in 3rd gear. Okay, let's go. So, oopsie. So, here's another stop sign. Perfect. Let's try it again. 1st gear, coming to a stop. Oh, I'm too slow. Okay. Coming to a stop, putting my foot down. Okay. So that's what I'm still working on. Putting my 2 feet down very easily, coming to a stop, and I kind of think I got maybe a little too comfortable with that. So now I'm starting to do the 1 foot, and I'd really like to get that into my habits because I think it'll be even more important to have that foundation when I go up to a bigger bike. So I want to make sure I can do that easily and steadily. And that one I think is just more of practice. If there is a technique, please let me know. I feel that it's just practice though. So that's pretty much it. Still working on turns, working on stopping 1 foot, going to be working on and researching engine braking and downshifting. Be practicing that a little bit. And then maybe, oopsie, 2 feet, but the ground's not even, so And then maybe, just maybe, I will work on riding that Triumph. But we'll see. I'm not entirely sure. All right. So I'm just going to keep practicing and keep learning, right? That's all it's about. So that's it for today. Please like. Until next time, see you later.